Jeff.
Okay, fellas, at the stage at this time, we have White Plains High School. White Plains competes in 4A Region 6. The region opponents are Anniston, Asheville Center, Oaks Bluff, Heflin, Oneonta, and Jacksonville. Representing White Plains here today are head football coach Chandler Tyree, and his players are senior tight end linebacker Ethan Bozarth and senior lineman Will Osteen. Coach Tyree, we'll start with your opening comment.
Just excited and thrilled to be at White Plains. It's like I'm living a dream. I told him yesterday, talked about being a head football coach since I was like 7 years old, and now doing it. I just don't have a whole lot of time to bask in it because we're trying to get a staff put together, trying to get systems put in, trying to know the guys. I had to look at the cards just to remember these guys' names just now. I'm just kidding. I've watched these guys on film and know who they were before I even got the job. I think that you'll be hearing a whole lot about these guys this year. They're studs. When you cut on their film, you see that. We were just talking outside. We will get them some offers, and so I'm excited about that. Excited about the opportunity to coach these young men, and I'm excited about turning around a football program. And so finally got to talk to them yesterday at 6:30. I think there's a lot of energy, a lot of buzz going around. So we're just excited about an opportunity to get better every single day and focused on just beating Vincent on game one.
Joe, go ahead.
To Ethan and Will, first impressions?
He's a great guy. I mean, I've been around him before at Oxford. He's a good coach, and I'm just ready to see what's going to happen in game one.
Got good energy, good attitude. It'll be good.
Go ahead.
For Ethan and Will, last season you guys had so many close games. Could have been in one of those playoff spots. Some things went your way. Defensively, both of you were big there. Talk about that just a bit and moving forward.
You know, we just gotta, we'll have the first 3 quarters and be great, but then when the other team starts getting a run, we'll just start laying down, and most of the players were like that last year. And then we had to change some things, and I feel like it's gonna be different this season.
We know they even think about it. We just gotta get over the hump now, finish the game.
For the players, would you just, without looking in the rearview mirror, would you just talk about how crazy the last 10 days have been and the relief that you had yesterday when you had the meeting at 6:30 with your guys?
It's like we haven't been doing nothing but work out and run because we didn't know what was going to happen when we came in. And then now that someone's in, we're all ready to get after it and everything, which is like a big relief to be able to do something finally to get ready for the season.
Just now we're really focused. We know what we got to do. We're waiting to see what we're getting.
Did anything happen at 6:31 after the meeting started yesterday because you had your guy? Did anybody in your crowd of players say anything, do anything to welcome the new guy? Just that,
We already had a shirt made for them. We were ready.
what kind of shirt?
White Plains football.
Oh yeah.
My first White Plains gear. Everybody had on White Plains in the room, but I didn't. So I appreciated that. That was a nice gesture, and I really appreciate them doing that.
Did it have your name on it? Or
It
was
didn't have my name on it.
No, they didn't know whose name to put on it.
No.
Jim, go ahead.
Yeah, Coach, we asked Coach Felder this in Talladega yesterday, and you're kind of about to go through the same thing. Can you give us any idea of how difficult the task is coming in 2 weeks before the start of practice to try to get everything in place so that it's your ball club when you take on Vincent week 1?
I don't know obviously it's a challenge, but we're going to do things together as a team and a coaching staff to bring us together. I'm a player's coach. Like, I love my kids. I want to be around them. I want them to be good fathers and husbands one day, and that's what it's all about. So I want to invest in their life. So over the next 3 weeks, they'll probably get tired of seeing me because I'm going to be around them all the time. I'm going to invest in their life, and we're going to work out. We're going to have fun together, and we're going to grow as a team. We're going to go out there and we're going to work hard at practice. Like, obviously we have to work hard, but there has to be some kind of fun to it. Like, it's high school football. It's the best to me, it is the best sporting event you can do is high school football. They'll remember this time the rest of their life. I played college football and college baseball, but when I look back, I remember the 2007 football season at Oxford because it's where all the memories were at. And so I want to make these guys, it's bigger than a school board. Now, when I say that, we're going to do everything we can to win football games. Understand that, first and foremost. No excuses. We're not going to make an excuse that our coach got hired almost in August. No, that's not an excuse. Excuses are for losers, and we're not losers. And so we're going to do everything we can to come together as a team and be ready for Vincent game 1.
Yes, sir.
Coach, who did you, I'm sure when you took this job and you knew it was ahead of you, is there a particular coach you look up to that you may have called or made a phone call to and said, hey, I'm here, anything?
I would say Coach Niblett. I think the world of him. Coach Brooks. Coach Brooks coached me. Coach Niblett coached me in high school. And man, like, you look at the program that Coach Brooks has in baseball, and I know it's baseball, but a program's a program. And so I just kind of asked him, how do you go about doing things? But at the end of the day, you can get all the information from everybody else you want to, but it's your program. Look, you're going to get fired or hired based on what you do, not what anybody else does. And I understand that. I'm just excited. Like I said, I've been a head baseball coach before. I know how to run a program. I felt like our defense was really good when I was at Mumford, and so I know the game of football. And so if I didn't feel like I could do a good job, I wouldn't apply. And so
Joe, you got a question, Joe? Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off, Coach.
No, you're good.
Just what does White Plains football what's it gonna look like systematically, or do you kind of fit that to your players?
Well, like I said, I still got a couple more meetings with coaches this afternoon, and so we're just still trying to put a staff together. I would say that offensively, we're going to look a little different than we have the past couple of years. I think that we've got a few more athletes. I think we'll surprise some people with some of the athletes that we have this year. Defensively, still looking, but probably going to run odd front. That's what I was at Mumford. That's what I feel comfortable in. My last year at Mumford, we were really good on the defensive side of the football. We ran an odd front. And I felt like we could play, and I feel like we've got the athletes to run an odd front right now as well.
Jim?
Yeah, for the players, guys, over the last 10 days, where has the motivation come from to kind of keep going and keep working and not hang your head and say, oh no, not us again?
Because the leaders on the team, we keep pushing everybody not to keep their head down. Change is coming, so we'll be prepared for it. So we're gonna welcome Coach Tyree right here into our welcome arms, ready to go.
And I mean, it'd be easy to just keep doing what we've been doing in the past and not getting different results. Now we got a new face who's ready to get some new results.
Let me answer that for them if y'all don't mind. We got good kids in White Plains. They work hard. They're blue collar. I mean, these two guys went and worked, cut grass and weed eated all morning at the golf course and got off at 11:45 to come up here. So we have good, hard-nosed football players that are blue collar guys that are going to work, and that's what's so appealing about the job. It's a great community, and the football talent is there. We just got to figure out how to win football games.
Yeah, that would have been my follow-up, Coach. I'm glad you said what you said, because that's the missing piece. I mean, what's the dynamic? What did you see that made you say, hey, I'm the guy, I can fix this?
I would say guys with character, like the guys that I'm sitting next to. I mean, the one thing I told them yesterday, look, we lost 3 or 4 games in the fourth quarter that were one-possession games. Look, if I can depend on you, I'm a guy that speaks about character a lot. If I can depend on you on a Friday night when you're away from your family and your coaches and you're going to do the right thing, I can depend on you late in the fourth quarter to make a play for me. I mean, it's all about being a better individual. Told somebody earlier, PJ Fleck from Minnesota said earlier this week that his team GPA was a 3.2. People had raised their GPA as individuals from like 2.4 to like 3.2s. And he said all of a sudden they became better football players. If you can do the right thing and have self-discipline off the field, it translates to the field. And that's why I believe that we can get the job done. I mean, these guys are great guys. We got Jaden Harris, Chapman, the quarterback. Keep your eyes open for him this year. I think with a little different things that we're doing, I think he's going to have a breakout year. He's a great kid. He never misses a day of school, like literally has never missed a day of school. And we just have really good players. I mean, like we just have good kids from good families that do the right thing. We've had some people that have kind of moved in. We got a kid named Teddy that moved in from Lincoln, and I'm excited about him. He was at the meeting yesterday. I think he's going to have a big year for us, and so I really think that we can honestly go out and people are going to be surprised at the product that we put on the field.
Joe?
To Ethan and Will, can you both just speak to the level of hunger to win at White Plains?
I mean, we're ready. It's been a long 3 years without winning anything for real, other than just a couple games. So, we're just ready for a change, for a different feeling.
We have more talent than we've ever had this year, so new coach will be good.
Now,
Yeah, Chandler, just, I don't know if you had said this or you're still working on it, but have you made any immediate, right away staff changes? I mean, have you moved guys around?
With it being this late, we hadn't had a chance to. We don't have a chance to bring anybody
Right.
in. We have really good coaches that are at White Plains, and they're going to work as hard as they can. And that's one thing I talked to them about last night. We're looking at making a few changes. We haven't.
Positionally, not
Yeah, just
guy-wise.
position changes, not guy wise. And to try to put guys in the best position to succeed. Make sure guys are comfortable with what they're coaching. Make sure they're going to do a good job for our kids. Not really ready to say what we're going to do yet, but we are looking to make a few changes.
any more questions? Yes, sir.
Being homegrown, I recognize the name Osteen that played at Anderson. Is that part of your family?
He's my grandfather.
Good for you. Which one? Henry, he marked you well. Handsome young man.
Any other questions? Coach, thank y'all so much for being here and giving us your time.
Thank y'all for having us. Go Wildcats.